Any?
Rabbi, I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so when you mentioned not eating meat, now I've mentioned this to you before. Isn't it true that when you eat meat, you transfer like the spirit of the animal to you? So some of the sages and opinion from some of the sages was that one should not eat meat, and however, it is a mitzvah to eat meat on Shabbat. So let's say a person abstains from meat during the week because unless they were, I guess, according to the opinion that my interpretation of the opinion that I have, I don't know if it's my interpretation, but my understanding of the interpretation is that unless you were like a prophet or one of the sages, you're spiritually incapable of having the ability to cope with the eating of the meat. So what happens is rather than eating it during the week, one might eat it on Shabbat to fulfill the mitzvah of Shabbat. But during the week, one wouldn't eat meat, and in fact, the interpretation I got is that one wouldn't eat meat. However, it's a sin not to do a mitzvah, and you can't intentionally sin, so one would still eat meat on Shabbat. So what's your opinion on that?
Okay, that's a very good question. So let's try to answer. So first of all, there is no mitzvah to eat meat during the week, period. So you're right about that, 100%. But there is a mitzvah to eat the meat on Shabbos, on holidays. That's a separate mitzvah. So are you obligated to eat meat during the week? No. But for example, I know some students of mine, so they have like some physical necessity, like health necessity to eat meat every day. Like chicken, even chicken is not good. Meat, for protein, or whatever doctor said, eat meat. Like there is no problem, right? Are you obligated to eat meat? Absolutely not. So is it good to eat meat? So one of the things why we eat, why our sages instituted to say blessing before we eat is why, because many times if you also watch the movie Gehinom that just came out, the soul of the not such righteous people were entrapped were sent down to this world, and they put into animals or into vegetations or into like apples, fruits and vegetables. So when you say the blessing, let's say man or woman was dressing like a cow, literally, right, in her life. So she was reincarnated as a cow. So now, and she's struggling. She wants to go back to Gehinom and get purification, final purification, go to Gan Eden or go to wherever she must go. So when you slaughter this, not you, somebody slaughters this cow, and you say blessing over this cow, so this cow is getting elevated, and this soul is being released. You understand? So it's one of the spiritual aspects of saying the blessing. So if you I know exactly what he's saying. That says that many Kabbalists, Ari, I think, was one of them. They did not eat meat during the week. But if it's a kosher meat, there is no problem whatsoever. If it's if you're going to suffer because you're not going to have enough energy to learn Torah, to work, to provide for your family, so it's not holiness. It's opposite. They call it Hasid Shoteh, like a crazy Hasid. So a person wants to be holy, but in the end result, it's opposite. It's not holy. You understand? So it depends on the person. So me personally, I can go without meat. I mean, I can eat meat maybe a few times a week, maybe even on Shabbos. But it's I don't eat so much meat. But other people, even in my family, they need to eat meat every day. Not because they fat or over something. No, because of the physical necessities, like health necessities. You understand? And not because of the indulgence, but because they don't want to eat some people take pills, all of this food I don't know, powders and stuff like that. But others prefer it's proper to go in a natural way. to eat food. Whatever doctors tell you is good for you, so you eat that. They told you eat meat, so you eat meat. No problem. Okay. So if it's kosher meat, there is no problem.